Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zia or Zaya, whichever one you want to call me, and it is still Thursday. So this is part 2 of part 1. So this is just episode 40, and I'm going to talk about everything that went on and yeah, give my 2 cents on what I liked and what I didn't like about it. But yeah, this is the season finale of season 1 of Hlomu the Wife, which was trash. Not even gonna lie, like I enjoyed parts of it. I didn't enjoy the whole thing. Yeah, like reading a book and then having an adaptation of a book is very tricky. Not too many writers and script writers and producers and whatever know how to take a book and make it into and keep the essence of what the people loved about the book in the first place. And there's been many adaptations of books before, and I haven't loved all of them, but this one is probably my second worst one out of all the books that I've read and them becoming shows. But anyways, let's get to episode 40, and if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure that you click the subscribe button. Also comment down below and get your bell notifications on for my future videos, and don't forget to comment and share it with your friends. So let's get episode 40 started. So episode 40 is The Heist. It's titled The Heist, so I guess they're going to be doing another heist. It opens up with Qhawe, and he's sleeping, and Hlomu is sitting on the night chair on the side, and she is just looking at him like with so much hate. And this episode, guys, like it shouldn't have happened. Like this episode shouldn't have happened. They should have just like kept it to themselves and not given it to us. But yeah, it's Hlomu was sitting there, and Qhawe is sleeping and he's snoring. I'm just like, yeah, if she wants to kill him, she would. So she takes a knife and she walks to the bed and she kneels down and she has the knife like this. I'm like, sis, do it. Like, do it. Like, do it. And let's get it over with, because at this point, like, your relationship with your husband is non-existent. Like, it's null and void. So she does that, and I think Qhawe can feel that someone's here. So he wakes up and he sees Hlomu with the knife. He looks at her. He's not even scared. Like, he's not even scared, and she is just like crying, and yeah, she has the knife like this, and then she sees that he's weak, and then she drops the knife and she walks away. Pointless. But yeah, she walks away, and then goes to the brothers, and they are laughing about something. So Qhawe is late, walks in, and yeah, Nkosana is just like talking about how they need to prepare for everything. He's delegating tasks to everybody. Is this ready? You supposed to do this, you that, whatever. So as he goes to Qhawe, is like, Qhawe, the bullets in your car are ready. And then Hlomu is in the kitchen and she's drinking and she's looking at them having this conversation. So it moves from them and it goes to Langa, and he's in the apartment that Hlomu left for him, and he is with the senior citizens. So yeah, no, it's because of something that happened in the previous episode, which I didn't mention. So Langa is basically chasing them away and telling them that they need to go because they are killing his vibe, and they are eating his food and wearing his clothes. Like, how disrespectful. They need to leave. Like, I'm so done with the senior citizens, and it's their irrelevancy in the whole show. So they need to go. They need to bounce, like, as in like ASAP. So anyways, it goes back to the house with the brothers, and yeah, they still planning, and Ngoba tells Ntiga and Godli that they need to listen to Sambulo and everything that he tells them, and not papa when they get to wherever they're going to do this thing that they're doing. And then Hlomu walks to them. As she's walking to them, she brushes Ngoba from shoulder to shoulder. So as she's doing that, Ngoba is turning with her, and he's just like, So she does that, and then she says, Niempin nina ngababulali la. Girl, where does that come from? Like literally everyone's just like, and then she's like, did you sandile? So everyone's like, yeah? And Qhawe's like, sandile your ex. So she's drunk. So Qhawe's still looking at her the same way. He still has that look, like what's gotten into you look. So Mkhele tries to move her away, and she's like, Ngeza Gwen, awumenga. Ngeza Gwen, awumenga. Literally, Ngeza Gwen, awumenga. Everyone's just like shocked. Ntsika is shocked, and God is shocked. Literally, all the brothers are just like, what is going on? What has gotten into my Hlomu? So she says that to him, and then Mkhele, so she can tell that when she's like, Ngeza Gwen, awumenga, she's like looking at everyone, and everyone's just like in shock because they didn't do it. And then he's like, they don't know about it. Mkhele's like, they don't know about it. So she looks at him. So you can tell that Mkhele is trying to cover, like, ihlazo lakhe. Like, Mkhele is trying to cover ihlazo lakhe by not having them talk about this conversation in front of everybody. And then she's like, so noma ngalala namadoda ayi-7, kusho ukuthi uzowabulala wonke. Ntsika's like, I was 7. So Ngoba tells the boys that they need to go because this is not a conversation they need to be here for. And they move away and they go upstairs. So Mkhele asks for them to go speak privately, and he like moves away from everyone. Just as he reaches the door, she turns around, like she swirls around, and she's like, nope. Because when we get alone, I will khona. And everyone is just like, what? Ngoba uyangishaya masitu. And so we can't speak alone. And Mkhele is just like embarrassed. You can see that he's embarrassed that his brothers know what he's been doing. And then she's like, Yakumbula Mkhele. And he's behind her, so he doesn't say anything. And he keeps quiet, and everyone looks at him. And she's like, being is 12. Being a jail. And Mkhele is just like, what? Everyone is just like, what? Like, everyone's face is just like, what is she talking about? Like, how could Mkhele do that? And then Qhawe looks at Mkhele and is like, Wenzeni? And Mkhele is just like shaking his head, like he's in disbelief. And then she's like, and then she takes a sip and she walks away. Everyone is just like looking at Mkhele. Ngoba gets on the table and jumps on Mkhele. I think he lands a punch on him. And then Sambulo and Qhawe hold him and take him out. And Mkhele goes by the wall. He's just like so distraught that this is what he just heard. Like he did that. And he's just like shaking his head. And Nkosana's just looking at him. And he falls to the ground. And then he remembers that day when he beat her and he had blood on his hands. And he's just like, what did I do? What did I do? And Nkosana's just like looking at him. And then he's like, ubulala ingane yakho. And then Nkosana gets a call, and Mkhele is having an episode there on the floor. Nkosana answers the call, and I think it says they are ready for them to start the job or whatever. So he's like to Mkhele, get up, Sukuma, usilungise, we need to go. Mkhele is just like, I can't, like basically he can't, like untekente. So Nkosana picks him up, and he's just like falling because he's so weak. Like he can't believe he did that, and Hlomu just dropped the bomb like that, and he did that. Like I'm just like flipping. all. And Nkosana's like, you need to fix yourself up, get yourself together, we need to go. And he tries to go to his bedroom, but he's going in the wrong direction, and Nkosana directs him to the right place, and then he goes. And then it moves outside to Mkhele going to Qhawe and Ngoba, and he's like, ngiyaxolisa. Starts by that, ngiyaxolisa ngale nto engiyenzile. And as he's talking, they're not even acknowledging that he's there, they're not even looking at him or talking to him, nothing. And Nkosana comes to the guys and is like, we need to go. And Qhawe is basically like, we can't go anywhere because we need to deal with what's happening at home. And Nkosana's like, we will deal with that later, but right now I need you guys, we need to go and get this thing done. And Qhawe flat out refuses. He's like, I am not going. So he stands up and he bum rushes Mkhele with the side of his shoulder, and he walks away. And then Nkosana's like, okay, we need to go, my daughter. And Nkosana and Ngoba walk away. Mkhele is crying there, and yeah, he also goes. And then it goes to Hlomu, and she is in her bedroom, and she is just taking the wine bottle to the head. She's just like drinking the whole bottle, and she has a knife next to her, so she's just like drinking and she's crying, like very distraught. She takes the knife, and I'm just thinking, are you trying to kill yourself? Maybe that's a good idea. But then also, I like Hlomu. She's going through a hard time, but her hard time is making her make very, very stupid decisions, or the show is making her make stupid decisions. So she stands up, she goes to the bathroom or walk-in closet, she takes clothes, and she comes back and she throws them on the chair that she was sitting on. She takes some Nkele's jeans and she tears them with the knife. And she's just like screaming, and then she goes to the bed, she takes the pillow and she just stabs it, and she stabs it over and over and over again. She's like crying, and Qhawe comes in while she's doing that, and he stops her. He's like, stop doing that, you're gonna hurt yourself. So he takes the knife, and she's like, bring back my knife. And she's like crying, and he comforts her. So it moves from that and it goes to Langa. So Langa goes to Langa, and he is at the house. He brought the senior citizens since he chased them away from his home. And the house is very quiet. So he's like, and then it moves to Hlomu and Qhawe in Hlomu and Nkele's bedroom. So they're sitting on the bed, and Hlomu is like, I regret marrying him. I should have never gotten into that taxi. And then Qhawe is like, Nkele doesn't know what he has, what a beauty he has in you. And if it was someone else, they would have left him already. So in my head, I'm thinking, are you insinuating that she leaves him for you? Because that's what it sounds like. And then Hlomu says, it should have been you in that taxi. I'm like, bitch, no, stop it right there. That's a lie. That's a lie. You know it, we know it, everybody knows it. That is a straight up lie. You didn't even remember Qhawe the day when you came to their home, episode 7. She didn't even remember him. She bumped him that day, and she didn't even remember that was him. So I mean, sis, don't lie to yourself, don't lie to him. She's playing you. Anyways, she says that, and then she leans in and she grabs his head from the back and she kisses him basically, and Qhawe's like, no, Hlomu. And then she does it again, and then she kisses him, and I'm just like, you're not even fighting at this point. You're not even fighting to stop her. You stop saying no, Hlomu, because you want it. And then she kisses him again, and then she's like, she stops herself, and so Sis stands up and she's like, oh no, we can't do this. And then Qhawe stands up also. He's like, no. He goes to her and he holds her, and I'm just like, what the F? What am I watching? And they start kissing, and yeah, bed, the clothes come off, underwear comes off, and I'm just like, again, what is this? There's no going back, guys. There's no going back. Like, if you sleep with your husband's brother or your brother's wife, there is no going back. There is no going back. You can't redeem yourself from that. How do you even redeem yourself from that? sis might just end up pregnant and then give Mqhele ijaz. I was mad. I was really mad at this. I was very annoyed. I was just like, my Hlomu has literally has turned into a Jezebel. Like, literally, instead of dealing with her feelings, all she does is open her vagina. How? So that happens. As that is happening, Mqhele and everybody else, they are doing the job. So I don't know what the job is, guys. I still don't know what the job is. At the time, I still don't know what the job is. They open up a underground tunnel and they get in. They dress like miners. So in my head, I'm thinking they're still in gold, but it doesn't seem like it. They get in, they going in the tunnels. Mqhele's wife is busy with his brother. At this point, guys, I'm just like, I could throw something at that TV, but I'm just like, Zia, this is not real. But I'm just like, they ruined Sis Dudu's book, guys. In all areas, all of them. Even if you wanted drama, you could have gotten drama somehow. If you wanted views, you could have gotten it somehow. But this one, they missed it. But anyways, she's busy. She's basically doing what Mqhele does to her when he is in those when he's having those episodes. So she's doing that to Qhawe, basically. So this is meaningless sex that she's having. And what are you gonna get after? Like, what are they both gonna get after? Like, nothing. So she's basically doing that to Qhawe, and doesn't Langa walk in as she is screaming Qhawe on top of Qhawe, and she has Qhawe's hands pinned to the bed. Langa looks and he turns away. And I'm just like, if I was Langa, I literally would have been like, my Hlomu, what are you doing? What are you doing, sis? What are you doing? So Langa walks away. And then after that, you could tell after they finished that it was not worth it. Like, they literally just ruined a relationship between all of them. The dynamic between all three of them. So I don't know what my Hlomu's intentions are, or what Qhawe's intentions are, what they were trying to do. And at this point, I think what Lebohang, Ed Lebohang Ngwenya 1 on Twitter was saying about how the twist of the story is going to turn out, Naledi is going to come and be Mqhele's Nyati also. She might just come and be Mqhele's Nyati. So at this point, anything is in the air. Literally anything is in the air. Anything could happen. Like, because my Hlomu has turned into a hoe. So, I mean, like, nothing's gonna shock me about what's to come. But anyways, yeah, the look on my face is just like, what did we just do? Was this worth it? And it wasn't. It honestly wasn't worth it at all. Anyways, it moves to the brothers, and they're getting into the veto. They're getting into the veto, and as they're driving off, Mqhele's driving. As they're driving off, they take off their balaclavas. Oh, gorgeous girls wear balaclavas. Gorgeous. No, I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, as they driving off, they took off the balaclavas, and Zar is in the car with them, and it ends like that. What a waste! What a waste of an episode. What a waste of my time. What a waste of data. What a waste of screen time. Like, they should have kept it. Like, they should have kept it. Like, honestly, that was a waste of my time, honestly. I am so upset at that episode. And I knew it. After I saw the trailer, I knew that my Hlomu was going to sleep with Qhawe. Amanyala, guys. Amanyala. Like, what we are watching on that show. And the thing is, I live with my mom who doesn't like Obufebe, and she's gonna literally be talking about this the entire time. Even after Mqhele and my Hlomu fix their things, she's gonna mention it all the time. So my life is over because of that thing that Hlomu did. Like last week when she was sucking Sandile's titties. I can't, guys, I cannot. What I can't believe we were subjected to such nonsense. Like, honestly, when I actually sum up the whole season 1 of the show, it was trash. It was trash. It was good in the beginning. Not only because I'm not saying it was good in the beginning because of how Qhawe and Hlomu's relationship was, but it was good in the beginning because it actually followed the story. Even like some of the things that happened and some of the things that they included were not as blatant as this was. This was a totally different story. Like, literally, the last episode of this season was a totally different story, book, because it did not come from Sis Dudu's book, did not come from Hlomu the wife. Hlomu always wanted the family to be united and not broken apart, and she would never ever sleep with her husband's brother. Even in the book, when Qhawe tried it with her, she was not having it. So the fact that they reduced Hlomu to such... Non-book readers need to shut up also. And the story that they are looking forward to, Naledi, his love, Qhawe is not as great as he was in the book also, so already he has a tainted image. So let's see what they're gonna do to Naledi. Anyways, I am done with this freaking series. Like, I'm done, guys. Like, I am done. I don't even think I'm gonna watch season 2 because Zandile wasn't my favorite anyways. But anyways, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.